IntelliFutsal, a deployed web platform for physiological profiling and training prescription in University Futsal by Andrés Rey Piedrahita, Carlos Hidalgo, Juan Sebastián Dosman, and Carlos Paredes. University futsal programs across Latin America work without GPS trackers, force platforms, or sports science staff. Squads are measured with a stopwatch, a tape, and a scale. Those numbers rarely reach training session because then correlated variables per athlete cannot be read by inspection, and a cluster label is not, in itself, a training decision. IntelliFutsal closes that gap. It registers players and teams, stores standardized field measurements, positions each athlete related to the squad, and delivers individualized conditioning recommendations to the coaching staff. It needs no instrumentation beyond a stopwatch, tape, and a scale, and it is released as an open source so that any university program in the region can deploy it. The platform is a free-tier system over PostgreSQL, orchestrated with Docker Compose. A React client consumes a Node.js and TypeScript plugin, which owns the domain model and persistence and delegates inference to a Flask microservice. The backend follows hexagonal parts and adapters design, so the analytical core can be retrained or replaced while the domain stays untouched. Three features surface the analytical core to the coach. Individual analysis returns an athlete's conditioning group and position estimate with its strengths and prescriptions. Squad analysis applies the same pipeline to a whole roster in one operation. And AI-assisted training plans are always created as proposals in a pending state. A coach must approve them before they reach any athlete. Now, the evidence computed in the complete roster of 12 real athletes. The dominant result is that the squad variance concentrates on a single axis. One principal component explains 60.1% of the total variance, and it is directly interpretable. The four jump variables load positively, while mass and butt running times load negatively. The squad is a continuous power-to-mass gradient, not a set of separated types. Because the physics is a continuum, no value of key is geometrically privileged, and granularity becomes an operational choice. The platform partitions the gradient into 5 physiologically coherent conditioning groups, and the dendrogram lets a coach read the squad at any level on 2 blocks for splitting a session to 5 for a conditional microcycle. The third finding is the one that shaped the product. Practical road turns out not to be recoverable from anthropometric. The adjusted grand index between the recovered partition and the coaching staff's assignment is 0.087, barely above chance, and it stays low at every granularity. 2 goalkeepers are separated at the very first split of the dendrogram. So, the platform does not automate a decision the data cannot support. On 9 of the 12 athletes, the deployed system agrees with the coaching staff, and it disagrees on exactly those how physics departs from their role. That divergence is surfaced to the coach as actionable information. Complete source code is publicly available. Thank you.